Hi friends, today we will discuss the property of Bessel function, that orthogonal property of Bessel functions. If alpha and beta are two distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0, then integral over 0 to 1 x into Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x dx equal to 0 if alpha not equal to beta. Now the proof, we know that Jn of lambda x is a solution of the equation x square d2y by dx square plus x into dy by dx plus lambda square into x square minus n square into y equal to 0. If u equal to Jn of alpha x and v equal to Jn of beta x are the associated solution of differential equations x square u double dash plus x into u dash plus alpha square into x square minus n square into u equal to 0, we can call equation number 1, and x square v2 v double dash plus x v dash plus b square minus x square minus n square into v equal to 0, we can call equation number 2. Multiplying equation number 1 by v by x and equation number 2 by u by x, we get x v u double dash plus v u dash plus alpha square u v x minus n square u v divided by x equal to 0. And from the second equation we have x u v double dash plus u v dash plus b square beta square u v x minus n square u v divided by x equal to 0. On subtracting, we get here in the first term x is common, therefore v u double dash minus u v double dash and v u dash minus u v dash, and here the last term get cancelled, and the third term is here alpha square minus beta square, and this is the common term, that is u v x equal to 0. Now the first two terms, this is x v u double dash minus u v double dash plus v u dash minus u v dash, we can write it as this is the differentiation of x into v u dash minus u v dash equal to, we'll transfer this term to here, therefore this is beta square minus alpha square into u v x. Now by integrating with respect to x between 0 to 1, we get x v u dash minus u v dash over 0 to 1. Now this is the constant term beta square minus alpha square. Now integral over 0 to 1 x u v dx. Now x is 1, therefore v u dash minus u v dash equal to beta square minus alpha square, this term as it is, integral 0 to 1 x u v dx. We can call this equation number 3. Since u equal to Jn of alpha x, we can differentiate this. This is u dash equal to alpha into Jn dash of alpha x, and v is Jn of beta x. Differentiation, this is v dash equal to beta into Jn dash of beta x. Then equation number 3 becomes v Jn of beta x, u dash is alpha into Jn dash of alpha x minus u Jn of alpha x v dash beta into Jn dash of beta x equal to RHS beta square minus alpha square integral over 0 to 1 x, u is Jn of alpha x, v is Jn of beta x dx. Now we can write this as a LHS term, therefore 0 to 1 x Jn of alpha x Jn of beta x dx equal to, transfer this here, 1 by beta square minus alpha square. Now x is 1, therefore alpha into Jn of beta into Jn dash of alpha minus beta into Jn of alpha into Jn dash of beta, we can call this equation number 4. Since alpha and beta are distinct roots, therefore distinct roots of Jn of x equal to 0, hence Jn of alpha equal to 0 and Jn of beta equal to 0. Therefore RHS of the 4 is 0 because this is Jn of beta is 0 and Jn of alpha is 0, provided the beta square minus alpha square should not be 0, hence beta not equal to 0. Therefore equation number 4 becomes 0 to 1 x Jn of alpha x into Jn of beta x dx equal to 0. This is the proof. Now we'll see some important examples. Prove that j half of x equal to root of 2 by pi x into sin x and j minus half of x equal to root of 2 by pi x into cos x with the usual notation using the definition of Jn of x. We know that by the definition Jn of x equal to summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power r x by 2 to the power n plus 2r into 1 by gamma of n plus r plus 1 into r factorial. We can call this equation number 1. Now to prove the first, now we can put n equal to 1 by 2 in the equation number 1. Hence j half of x equal to r summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power r. By substituting n equal to 1 by 2, it is x by 2 to the power 1 by 2 plus 2r, then into 1 by gamma of r plus n is 1 by 2, therefore 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2 into r factorial. Now this summation is with respect to r, therefore x by 2 to the power half is a constant that is free from summation, therefore we can take outside, therefore it is root of x by 2. Now the summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power r x by 2 to the power 2r into 1 by r the gamma of r plus 3 by 2 into r factorial. Now we can expand the summation by starting from r 0. So if we substitute r equal to 0 minus 1 to the power 0 1, then x by 2 to the power something 0 is 1, then this is 1 by gamma of r is 0, therefore 3 by 2 0 factorial is 1 minus r is 1, therefore x by 2 to the power 2 divided by 1 into 1 divided by gamma of, by putting r equal to 1 will get 5 by 2 into 1 factorial plus, because here minus 1 to the power 2, then r is 2, here 4, x by 2 to the power 4, then 1 by gamma of r is 2, so it is gamma of 7 by 2 into 2 factorial and minus so on. That is alternative, plus minus plus minus. Now using the definition of gamma function, that is gamma of n is n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1 and gamma of half is root pi. Therefore the gamma of 3 by 2 can be written as, here now we can consider this as n, therefore using this gamma of n definition, that is n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1 is, so 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2 and gamma of 1 by 2 is root pi, therefore gamma of 3 by 2 is 1 by 2 into root pi. Now gamma of 5 by 2 can be written as n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1 is 3 by 2 gamma of 3 by 2, 3 by 2 as it is gamma of 3 by 2 is root pi by 2, therefore it is 3 by 4 into root pi. Now gamma of 7 by 2 is 5 by 2 into gamma of 5 by 2 using the gamma of n equal to n minus 1 into gamma of n definition. Now the gamma of 5 by 2 is 3 by 4 into root pi, and this substitute this value here will get 15 by 8 into root pi. So I'm substituting these values in the equation number 2, therefore j half of x equal to root x by 2 into, this is root pi by 2 but the reciprocal, therefore it is 2 by root pi and x square by 4, and this is root 3 root pi divided by 4, therefore 4 by 3 root pi plus x to the power 4 by 16, this is 15 root pi divided by 8, therefore 15 root pi into 2 factorial is 2 minus 1. Here now I can take root pi common, then it is under the square root, therefore square root x by root pi, remaining term is 2 minus x square by 3 plus x to the power 4 by 60 minus 1. Now here for our convenience I can multiply divide by 2 and multiply divide by x, therefore if I multiply 2 and divide by 2 means this is 2 to get cancel 1, and multiply by x divide by x means I have taken x outside and then multiply inside x and divide by 2 outside inside, then x by 2 to get cancel x, and here x is multiplied and divide by 2, x cube by 3 plus x is multiplied divide by 2, so on. Now this is a square root of x by 2 pi, this is 2 by x, then if we write the under the square root, this is 4 by x square, therefore x square x get cancel, in the denominator we will have x, and here this is 4, this is 2, and 2 ones are 2, 2s are, therefore we will get square root of 2 by pi x, and this bracket term is, this is the expansion, algebraic expansion of sin x, hence it is j half of x equal to root 2 by pi x into sin x. Now to prove second one, put n equal to minus 1 by 2 in the equation number 1, we will get minus half of x equal to summation r equal to 0 to 1 minus 1 to the power r x by 2 to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 2r into 1 by gamma of r plus, by simplifying by putting n equal to minus 1 by 2 will get 1 by 2 into r factorial. Now here this x by 2 minus to the power minus 1 by 2 is free from r, therefore we will take outside x by 2 to the power minus 1 by 2, remaining is summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power r x by 2 to the power r into 1 by gamma of r plus 1 by 2 into r factorial. Here x by 2 to the power minus 1 by 2, this is minus means it is in the denominator, therefore we can write it as square root of 2 by x. Now by expanding the summation starting from r equal to 0, we'll have like as a last example 1 by gamma of half minus x square x by 2 whole square 1 by gamma of 3 by 2 1 factorial plus x by 2 whole to the power 4 1 by gamma of 5 by 2 into 2 factorial minus 1. And using the definition of gamma function, that is gamma of n equal to n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1, and also we have the standard value gamma of half is root pi, and using the definition we have gamma of 3 by 2 is root pi by 2 and gamma of 5 by 2 is 3 root pi divided by 4. Substituting these values in the above equation, we have root 2 by x into, this is 1 by root pi minus x square by 4, this is 2 by root pi plus x to the power 4 divided by 16, 4 by 3 root pi into 2, and so on. Now here root pi is a common, therefore I will take and writing inside the square root, therefore it is square root of 2 by pi x, and remaining is 1 minus this 2 1s are 2 2s are, and 2 is can be written as 2 factorial x square by 2 factorial plus here 2 1s are 2 2s are, next 2 1s are 2 8s are, therefore 8 3s are 24, 24 can be written as 4 factorial, therefore x to the power 4 by 4 factorial minus so on. Then we have root 2 by pi x, and this algebraic expansion of cos x means cos x is even expansion of algebraic terms in the even powers, and sin x is algebraic expansion in the powers of odd. This is the j minus half of x equal to square root of 2 by pi x into cos x.